Back to the National Hockey Centre here in Glasgow. We're on to game 2 today, and we're into the o65's European Cup, which has been sewn up already by the Dutch. They have finished their games, can't be caught, but there is games to be played. There's 3 games actually taking place right now. Our focus is on Wales against Scotland. Game really to settle 4th place, as that's what they're playing for. Almost officially, or unofficially, a 4th place playoff. So then let's look at both sides for this. Well, for the Welsh, Richard Chapman has been a player to watch. He has scored 4 goals, is their top goal scorer in the competition so far. Captain as well. Goalkeeper is Roger Parr. Gareth Hughes is their manager.
In 7th place, Team Germany Red.
For Scotland, Chris Kalman, their keeper, has been busy with saves throughout the week. Jim Chisholm is their captain. Goals have been a bit more infrequent. They've certainly been spread around a bit more. A whole host of players with a goal in this competition, and looking to try and finish with a win, which would see them finish in 4th place. Wales, a point would be enough. So Wales currently in 4th place. At 7 points. They can't go above 4th, but they can drop to 5th. Scotland have got 6 points with their 2 wins, 3 defeats. Wales with a draw in the middle of their 2 wins and 2 losses. As I mentioned, the Dutch have 16 points. They finished but can't get caught at the 4 clear of Germany, who take on England. Also taking place in this competition. There is a 3rd game taking place just to wrap up the over-65s. Ireland are up against Belgium. So 3 games from the over-65 competition taking place today. Our focus is on this one, Wales against Scotland, a Celtic duel, and I am Callum Patterson, your commentator for our live coverage. Great to have you here as we enjoy this 2nd game, as the presentations go on behind us for the Tour Trophy final for the over 60s, and the LX Reds winning that despite dramatic stuff there with the late penalty stroke that was awarded then missed. Wales in their traditional red with some early possession from deep. Now Jim Chisholm, as I mentioned, the captain for the Scotland side. Number 22 on his back. Wales stealing. And Tora did well. Turn from Johnson, kept it alive. And ball flung in towards Anthony Wyatt. Trying to get the touch on that would help it into the goal. But first real one forward from the Welsh, and it was a save that had to be made by Chris Kalman. So free hits then for the Welsh. Edge of the circle, flung back by Thomas. Here he is again, trying to get round Chisholm. Good run in this, just across the baseline, just heading out of play off a Scottish stick, so long corner given. Two umpires, George Mullins of Australia and Graham Reynolds of England. Yeah, good start here for the Welsh, another free hit coming their way. So Welsh with plenty of the ball in this opening 4 minutes, but it has been taken back here by Scotland. Trying to get across with Robertson. Forward to the Scottish attack it is. Richard Chapman there for Wales, trying to just keep it out in that corner. Attack didn't last long for the Scots as Wales come away with it. One or two making a run through the middle. Harbottle was alongside, but skiffed back by Jim Bate. Across it comes to Stuart Robertson, one of those clutch of Scottish players that has scored a goal this week in this competition. Final group game. Robertson being taken out wide and ball taken from his grasp. Turn from Chisholm. Too much pace on that for the two that were making the run in front. Smith and a bit of Muller trying to get back. Here's Wyatt. Harbottle slipped from Gordon Loudon. Johnson Owen, not quite the flick towards goal, but again a dangerous ball in, which Keyser fell kindly for Anthony Wyatt. Fourth place finish is the prize, if you can call it a prize, but that is the highest these two sides can finish. Wales in that spot at the moment. Scotland with the winning leapfrog them. Wales a draw would be enough. Clear of Ireland and Belgium at the bottom. But it's kind of funneled out. It's turned into a day where this competition where Netherlands know that they've won. The second and third playoff, a fourth, fifth playoff, and a sixth, seventh playoff happening at the moment. Coming away there is Richard Harbottle. Ian Johnson lobbed down here. Not quite the control, but it was a good idea. There was space found for Wyatt, who was in that corner. Right, doing well again here for Ramesh Gun. Otra. Johnson. And Gangotra again. Taking an effort towards goal. And the ball spirals in the circle. It was cleared away by Bate initially, but back it comes. Chapman trying to get it across. No goals in another game so far, Ireland against Belgium. Say that 6th, 7th playoff. This is the 4th, 5th here in the 2nd, 3rd playoff. Germany, a draw would be enough for them against England. Ball flung forward again here for the Welsh. Wyatt looking to turn, has the free hit against Smith, I think. A bottle to Johnson. Kumara's trying to get back. Loudon, I should say. Chapman's ball, I think it's him shooting. No, that was rubbish. Got that away, but nothing coming to it there for the side. Whereas you'd say after the first 10, 11 minutes, the better start. Johnson across, back it comes towards Chapman, not quite the pass that Thomas was intending. Scotland new into the competition for 2017. Wales finished 4th in 2015 in their 16 pool. From Loudon. Jim Bate from past Loudon again. Does get the free hit after a quick consultation between both umpires. Ball doesn't come to anything by the baseline. Just over 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. chances of no win for Wales in the first couple of minutes. They came close. Other than that, it's been a steady start to this over 65 European Cup game. Time from Ian Johnson here for Wales. Going Otra trying to get the shot away. So with Chapman here, the Welsh captain, minute to play in the quarter. That'll go now, would be good for them. Welsh fans will be looking on the stand with intent down that side. Withers. Withers still getting the run on here. Bates was trying to stop him once, twice, three times I think. That time it goes against Chapman. Skips away by Thomas. Not had too many great chances. One notable one for Wales. Now they felt they could have scored in the first couple of minutes. After 15 here, it is 0-0 between Wales and Scotland. So underway for this second quarter. Wales maybe just slightly edging it on the balance of play. Well, I think they probably did edge it in the balance of play. Scotland looking to flick the ball here with Loudon. Couldn't quite find Gallagher, who is alongside. This is the over-65s European Cup. Both sides playing for 4th position in the table. That's basically what they've got to play for. Elsewhere, 0-0 England-Germany after the first quarter. Ireland lead Belgium by a goal to nil in the bottom 2 positions they're playing for. Down the channel, the ball comes here for Ramesh Kangotra, who was a player of importance in the 2015 tournament, joint top goal scorer for Wales with 3 goals. Tried to keep that in there, did Loudon, but slip which didn't help, but Scotland have it very deep. Harbottle was trying to get in there. He was the other joint top goal scorer for Wales in 2015, both getting 3 goals. Kangotra's come from open play, 2 of Harbottle's coming from penalty corners. So one to watch out for. Wales do get a penalty corner or 2. Ball into Sucker from deep there. Oh, Peter Gordon was lurking. Scotland with a better start, I think, to this quarter. It will come to an end though. Here's Gordon. That stolen ball here to Johnson. He's going to have to do it himself. Oh, just a vital touch in there from Peter Robertson. Getting through the Welsh player. But they have it back here. Thomas laying off the 1-2. Thomas, brilliant, it's absolutely superb. What a goal, what play. Great exchange of passes with just over 4 minutes gone in the second quarter. And Wales have the breakthrough just when Scotland were trying to just edge themselves into it. But Kangotra, really the player that was the real link with those two, and it is the opening goal. Harris trying to clear there. Scotland gets it back through Gordon Loudon. Trying to get it away there. It's Thomas, the goal scorer. McBride forwards here for Scotland. Colin Gallagher. Back it will come for the long corner. Chisholm into the circle at Wend. Comes back, Chisholm again. Sticks coming in with the challenges. Forward it goes, turn here for Johnson. A good start to the game, in live lane. Now trying to go himself despite the stick coming in from Bate. Johnson goes across goal and scores a brilliant goal, and Wales very quickly have a 2-0 lead in this quarter. Ian Johnson just mentioned he's had a few good runs, and this time he went through despite Bate trying to get the tackle in, into the circle and bang in the opposite corner. And a second. There's a very good goal there from the Welsh, and their fans delighted with that. They're here at the National Hockey Centre in Glasgow. The final day of the Grandmasters European Cup, watched by the WGMA. An absolutely superb week. The sun is back out as well. Hopefully can stick around as well for the afternoon at Kuwait. So still an early morning, aren't we? Late morning. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. As Wales come forward again, and here's Johnson again picking up and through for a goal. Is he? No, he's not. On the line there. It came off a hand. Did it? Well, no. The umpire says a turnover of possession because the ball was flicked on the line and it must have wriggled over the line. And goal eventually awarded. So Wales do get the reward of the third goal. Thought maybe just was enough done, or maybe a penalty corner if it wriggled off the hand, but it might have just sneaked over the line anyway. Wales giving it, and now they're in full control here. Mangotra, who was part of that move to get the third goal. Loudon's ball is not got anyone in blue. AJ Kumar could let it watch and go by. Officially the third goal given to Chapman. The TOs down below us, leaving us with all the statistics, live information on screen as well for you at home watching through the Altius service. Here's Chapman. Oh, not quite finding Johnson. Looking for another goal. There's a bit of a missed pass. Salisbury couldn't keep it. And Scotland looking to just work a attacking chance, which is not really had in the game so far. And Wales have just had a bit of a blitz in the 5-minute spell between 20th to the 25th minutes. And again, stolen. And here they come. Forward against Johnson. This time couldn't motor himself by a defender. Gordon Loudon went direct to Aerial. Will come wide here for Dugoid. Away there is Vijay Kumar. Forward for Johnson. Long searching run here. Wyatt. And switching channels, Harbottle, keeper came out, bobbling around, and that one will be turned over despite De Silva trying to get in the end of it. Keeper down, and to sort out all of his equipment on the floor. I think he's okay. I don't think he took a sore one, just needed a bit of a help up there. Did the keeper, Chris Carlin, who has had one or two important saves earlier in the week in this competition. Scotland stands, they would be finishing 5th out of the 7 sides, but not involved in the competition in 2015. Whereas Scotland so came together for 2017 here in Glasgow. With a couple of wins, Ireland and Belgium good at the bottom 2 sides. And here's Harbottle. Nice ball for Johnson. And not going to be a goal. It's going to be a penalty corner signal. That I don't think it went in anyway, but trying to get the reach on there was Mike De Silva. Just over 90 seconds left until half time. Wales have a chance here for number 4 before the break. Harbottle then to inject for the Welsh. Comes here for Chapman. Johnson. The umpire, disengaged umpire, first of all whistling, calling for a foot, and both of them linked up in the end, so will remain 3-0 for now. Chapman on the free hit. Scotland player have just stopped here. The circle it went. Didn't come to any peril in terms of a goal. Into the final seconds, Wales are going to head off for their 10-minute breather with a real smile on their face because they have a comfortable lead thanks to goals in a 5-minute period from Ralph Thomas, from Ian Johnson and Richard Chapman, credited with a scramble of the third. It's all becoming quite comfortable for the Welsh, who look like they will finish fourth in this competition. Half time, it is Wales 3, Scotland 0. Welcome back. It is the start of the third quarter here, this o65 European Cup, the final game for both these sides in the competition for 2017. And Wales look secure, you'd think, on paper, to get themselves the fourth place that they need. Five-minute period for Wales in the second quarter was all the damage for the Scots. Ralph Thomas, Ian Johnson, Richard Chapman scoring. Looking back in that third goal actually, which was a little slight bit of confusion around. Thought it might have been clear off the line, but actually must have hit off a Scottish player and actually did hit the back of the goal on the ground. So it was a bit more clear cut than what we thought. Here's Loudon for Scotland, thought. Looking to bounce forward, but that'll go away out of play. No one nearby in Scottish colours. Look at this for a run, right through the heart, Ralph Thomas. Oh, came off his foot, did it, well, play on, said the umpire. But Ralph Thomas has scored the opening goal, almost wriggling through for a second here. Still 0-0, incidentally, another game that's taking place in England-Germany to decide who finishes in second spot. Germany would secure that with a draw. Ireland won, Belgium won, between the two bottom sides of the group. Ireland and Scotland, the two new sides into this competition for 2017. No Italy this time around, but an expansion all the same to 7 teams. Scotland with 2 wins have done fairly well, you would say. Here is Thomas. Turn from Salisbury. Late darts from the Scots. Next 2 games on this pitch to round off for 9 days of coverage from the Grandmasters European Cup, brought to you by the WGMA. As the 2 games from the European Cup over 60s. Here's Jonathan Tho for Wales in this 65s competition, almost trying to get through for another goal. Loudon taken out. Next up is the 3rd-4th playoff between Ireland and Germany. Germany and Ireland, however way you want to put it around, but that's on the 12, Germany against Ireland, and then the final at 1:30, England against the Netherlands, a repeat of the 2015 final. Brilliant ball that was to De Silva. Harbottle. Silva thought he was taken out illegally and play on, said the umpire. Says he was skiffed in the head. Scotland can't capitalise though when the Welsh player stopped. Moore trying to play it forward, comes only into the path of Kumar. And Wales get back very quickly. Scotland have struggled to just edge themselves that good chance to get a goal. Here's Harbottle. Back there, Loudon. Chisholm across there for Duke Turner. Johnson on his pace, wheeling in, getting forward. Pass is not sticking for either side really in this third quarter, just trying to get kick back into gear for this third quarter after half time. Chisholm has to watch here as Ian Johnson is in. Good block in there because Harbottle is waiting in the middle for Wales. Just down, Johnson skiffed up off Smith. Penalty corner signalled. Pen across then, Richard Harbottle to take the injection here. Derek Salisbury in the middle of the three that are there. There's one player out to the very far side. Comes to Salisbury. Right towards goal, turn from behind. Another effort, that time from Harbottle, the injector. Run back here by Wyatt, who was across that far side from the penalty corner. Johnson trying to flick it across, Smith getting in the way. Johnson gets it back, weaves in. Great play from Johnson. Wonderful save it was from Carman. But a full stretch. The Scotland keeper, not for the first time this week, he's had to deliver a great save. Turn here for Stuart Robertson. Doug Turner stopped in his tracks. They do have the free hit, Scotland here. Withers down. Touch, deft touch, which they were wanting. Scotland not quite coming. Here's Chapman trying to get around Smith. Turn from Robertson to clear for now. Here's Peter Gordon. Chris was expecting the umpire to blow his whistle a bit quicker than what he did. But he got the decision anyway. Martineau forward. Coming together, accidental. Chapman, a great bit of sportsmanship there. And that's as this competition, all the competitions have been this week. Played all in good spirits despite some of the serious things not for this game. Probably not quite high end of seriousness in terms of there's not a trophy to play for these two, but two local nations near each other playing a game in a European Cup, always tasty. And Wales at the moment are going to be finishing 4th place in the table, very same spot as they did in 2015. Scored 5 points in 2015 in a 6-team group. 7 at the moment in a 7-team group, so it looks like they could go to 10. So even with expanded group allowance there, they've clearly made progress. Harbottle trying to get himself into that circle. Pops back for Dave Richards. Play on for the Welsh. Chapman couldn't get it back. And he is Moore. 3 Scotland players going forward. Taken by Robertson. Moore and took a neck and away it goes. Robertson helped on its way by Moore, but a little argy-bargy and Gordon Loudon penalised by the umpire. Gordon Trudeau trying to get it back straight away when Wales were trying to restart here. 3 minutes left in this quarter, just a little over. Oh, Harbottle, it was good to just wriggle it by Peter Robertson. Stuart Robertson to Ken Moore. Trying to turn was Peter Gordon. Here came Hills. Wide bag, just keeping it alive there, Chapman, but unfortunate little slip. Loudon back to his feet. Salisbury train tracking that line, keeping the ball alive. Scottish player helping it out, so still with the Welsh here, look to restart with it. Dave Richards, he starts play for Wales, who are in the final minute of the quarter, trying to keep it going. Down that side is De Silva. Finally found a Scottish player, the guide, who just takes a bit of time out. Good trap from Gareth Hughes, the Welsh manager. Kangotra on a solo run. Play on, says the umpire. Shoot Robertson. Pace of the ball is just going to be a bit quicker than the pace of Gordon Loudon. So no goals in this quarter for either side. Wales still comfortable with the 3 from Thomas, Johnson and Chapman. And with 15 to play, it's Wales 3, Scotland 0. So the final 15 of this game in this tournament for these sides. Wales will be finishing in 4th place as it stands. Something superbly dramatic and unbelievable for Scotland to get back, and they need to win the game to finish 4th. Wales already looking to maybe finish with another goal in this game, and one of the scorers is going to turn provider, and it's going to be a second goal for Johnson, and that gets the job done. Ramesh Gangotra, who had scored so many goals with this Wales side in this tournament and in the past, including 2015, played it across, and there was Johnson again. Wales get forward again. Here's Thomas. Withers to the right side. And just slipping away by Kangotra. comes to the circle again. Oh, flies behind Smith. I don't know if it was off. Must have been off his stick, otherwise being a penalty corner. A little right smile got away with that. Chapman barrels way by Loudon. Thomas in the turn. Gangotra with a strike. Here's Chapman again. Penalty corner signal to Wales. Withers across here, it looks like, to take the ejection here. 4 around the D, 1 behind for Wales. Chapman, the captain, in the middle. It is coming to him. Chapman across. Gangotra. Away by Kalman. Off the feet. One corner now. Thomas taken off from there by Stuart Robertson. Can Scotland get a goal for their home crowd? There's a lovely ball up there. Gallagher couldn't get by Harris. Chapman seems to be absolutely everywhere. From side to side to side, up and down the channel. Scotland do have themselves a free hit, half decent spots here in the 23. Smith across. McBride losing the ball though. Robertson got it back there off Martineau. 3 or 4 Welsh players back as a little Welsh flag is flown to my left here in the stand. Great support for both sides and for all the teams here. It's been terrific all week. Obviously travelling party, not just players and coaches and like friends, family, and just general supporters of the game here. Australians at us crossing the drinks tent. Job done, those that were playing this morning in the 3rd-4th playoff against the Lions. Tournament trophy, winning that 2-1. Loudon. Great run in there from Loudon. Dodge Salisbury. End of the move. Belgium lead Ireland now in the game between the bottom sides here. Stuart Robertson thought to deliver. Oh! fell through again, flicked over by Loudon. Captain almost scoring for Scotland, a wonderful goal. And that was the closest the Scots have came to a goal. Just under 8 minutes left in the game. Gordon on the back just by Smith. Another game between the second and third place sides. England, Germany remains 0-0, so Germany last next time would finish second, England third. Draws enough for them. Just sorting out the final placings below the Dutch, who have won the competition. Taken back by Robertson. Oh, and the link up not quite as planned. Gallagher was making the run towards goal and the pass was a bit late, or not quite the communication. Still with Scotland here though. Chisholm in, trying to just find the goal of sorts. Harbottle though takes time. On to Withers. Chapman is going to find Gangotra. Chapman continues run. Oh, Johnson. Hat-trick can be on. Oh, another chance. But that will get a turnover by the looks of things. But it's going to come back for long corner. I think the umpire thought it went out from the Welsh player. Didn't, so long corner. But that will be a turnover this time against the Welsh with 5 to play. Great ball that was from Chisholm. Little room for Bug-Eyed. Smith tried to skiff it along. It has came through though here for Dunbar. Oh, and they haven't quite scored. Inches. Sorry, Gallagher thought it was just in the next line, but just by the baseline it went. And here's Johnson. Cross here, Gangotra hasn't got a goal yet, still hasn't got one yet. Keeper is there and spot to make himself big. Umpires as it goes. I'd rather hear him scare him towards the end here. Size tiring, quite stretched this last few minutes. Salisbury through Johnson. Johnson on a great run. Penalty corner given. Just under 3 minutes left. Wales making the fast runs that got good pace, direct, and they've been superb at times, particularly that spell in the second quarter where they just rattled in goals. Delaying the defence getting set up. So it comes towards Chapman. Johnson. And end of that. It's going straight back here to Wales. McBride had to watch out, back for a long corner. Harbottle just comes behind now for Withers with a slight clearance that they got Scotland, but Withers will try and deliver again. Another long corner. Dunbar with a chance to get away here for Loudon. Chapman, clever, very clever from Chapman. Loudon won't give up. Well, and it goes, oh! Came through at pace and off Gallagher's foot. Driven by Bate, driven away though from goal. We'll come back though into this 23 and in the final minutes here. Scotland still desperate to try and find a moment, a chance just to get something on the board. That's one way to tick down the clock. McBride. Dunbar. Loudon, final 10 seconds. Ball was up, Johnson will cushion. And Wales have the ball, Wales have the win. And there's going to be 4 goals to 0, the final result. And Wales have secured 4th place in the over-65s European Cup. A game where Wales had the better of it, but the 5-minute period in the second quarter was the damaging 5 minutes. Ralph Thomas scoring in the 20th minute. Ian Johnson followed up with the goal in the 23rd. Great solo run and finish from him. Richard Chapman was credited with the 3rd goal just a couple of minutes later. And then Johnson himself got his 2nd goal in the 46th minute and probably was man of the match for the Welsh here. So the over 65s competition concluding on the main pitch here for these two. Belgium at the moment still leading Ireland, Germany and England 0-0 as well. We'll take a pause for the moment, leave you with the best of the action from this game, and very shortly in the next 10 minutes or so we'll move into the 2 big games from the over 60s European Cup. The final at 1:30 between Netherlands and England, but first up it is the 3rd-4th playoff with Stephen Bark, who will bring you the game between Ireland and Germany. That is on the way in around about 10 minutes time.